This is a module about the creation of projects for rural areas for culinary tourism. It consists of 5 units, and Unit 1 is the identification of rural areas as unique destination for strategy development in the tourism industry. The second unit is the alternative forms of rural tourism for sustainable development. Third unit is public and private partnership for the development of the sustainable rural tourism. The fourth unit is the cooperation of rural small-medium enterprises under the authority of the professional bodies like the chambers. And the Unit 5 is the strategy planning for reaching new markets for the rural touristic areas. So, the benefits of the creation of the project for the rural areas for culinary tourism are many. We will basically concentrate on the massive income on the global economy, the opportunity for job creation, increase of employment, social inclusion and exclusion, and the development of the information technology. Now, tourism constitutes a powerful tool for contemporary economies and sustainably contributes to the national and global domestic product. Therefore, it leads to the development of critical thinking of how the governments and private institutions can utilize tourism in order to ensure sustainable development. Opportunity for job creation. The development of tourists creates the opportunity for job creation in general. Therefore, the development of tourists in rural areas creates opportunities in areas that didn't exist before, and creates the need for creative thinking on behalf of public and private sectors to promote it. Increase of employment comes from this, and the job creation in the tourist sector can help towards the increase of employment, which constitutes a fundamental policy for all economies, and especially for the European Union, which pays massive attention towards this specific direction. This can help both the business and the individuals. Social inclusion and exclusion. The tourism development and the job creation increase the employment and have further positive income in areas that they don't exist with the touristic... Sorry, can I take it again from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
You can cut anytime, don't worry.
Social inclusion and exclusion. The tourism development, the job creation, and the increase of employment can have further positive income, such as increase of social inclusion and the decrease of social exclusion. They both constitute serious issues for contemporary society. Therefore, tourism development, especially in the rural areas, can have further positive impact. Development of information technology. The tourism development, the job creation, and the increase of employment can have positive income in the development of information technologies in the areas that it was usually underdeveloped. Unit 1. Identification of rural areas as a unique destination for strategy development in the tourism industry for the development of culinary tourism. The strategy remains the king in any business activity and can potentially provide the organizations that implement it a serious competitive advantage, as they can manage to utilize all their productive resources, such as human resources, information technology, land, and financial flexibility. So, the integration of the rural areas as unique destinations is of crucial importance and leads to the development of market and marketing research, critical thinking, and innovation. Several critical factors, such as social participation, tradition and culture, and protection of heritage, apply as they enable the rural areas to become more diversified, comfort competition on both local and global levels, and ensure investments shall prevail as part of the overall business organizational culture. Gastronomy and the specific unique characteristics in terms of the rural area. The strategy and development must take into account specific unique characteristics such as the gastronomy, the agriculture, the forestry, aquaculture, and fisheries. Economic and cultural activities of country dwellers, non-urban, recreation and leisure areas or natural reserves, seasonality, either winter or summer, accessibility, motorways, airports, trains and buses, fragmentation, cooperation between internal and external market experts, cooperation between government and private institutions, role of women and young persons, adequacy on information technology provision, and the overall infrastructure. The innovation process must ensure that alternative forms of tourism in rural areas shall prevail, and this constitutes a pioneer step. In confronting and overcoming competition in both local and global levels, several countries in the European Union have been largely benefited from such a strategic approach, as it has enabled them to exploit not only their productive resources, but most importantly to focus on specific unique characteristics that could not be found elsewhere and have wisely been characterized as Europe's hidden treasures, and they are looking for people to discover them. Unit 2. Alternative forms of rural tourism for the sustainable development of culinary tourism. Rural tourism is indeed facing serious challenges, and this is an issue that has been identified throughout the years. And despite that in recent years it has experienced some significant growth, the need for innovation and diversification remains in place in order to ensure that this growth shall prevail in the long term, providing the rural areas with substantial benefit. A key component towards this direction is the development of alternative forms of rural tourism that will provide the specific areas with the ability to exploit their unique characteristics and take advantage of the opportunities provided within the specific emerging markets. The opportunities for rural areas. Proceeding to extensive market research and market segmentation constitute a priority for the effective development of such actions. Therefore, this must be conducted by a team of professionals that acquire the appropriate skills and expertise in the specific area of research. Such actions will ensure and enable the rural areas to define the best possible opportunities, position themselves in the right target market, becoming more efficient in the overall strategic development. Despite that there is one-size-fits-all policy, the following proposed alternative forms of tourism are considered to have, to a large scale, universal adaptability, and thus could contribute to the development of culinary tourism. Especially within the European Union, which shares a large number of common characteristics, these alternative forms can, in general, be applied across the Union.